The CDC is still not recommending unnecessary travel, even if you've been vaccinated. But once we all do start to travel again, it may be very different. So what will it look like in the months ahead? Here's Richard Engel.
It's a family moment in the age of COVID. The young couple on the left announcing via video they're expecting their first child. Jose Linardi and his wife live in Texas. The rest of the clan in Argentina.
So before COVID, how often did you all get together for the holidays, for birthdays?
Probably every 3 months, I would say.
There he is.
But when the baby was born last month, no one else in the family could be there to hold him.
He's like a little burrito.
The loss of these individual milestones worldwide has added up to an economic nightmare.
What has this pandemic done to the travel industry?
This pandemic has devastated the travel industry. And when you devastate the travel industry, you devastate the world's economy.
Pauline Fromer of Fromer's Travel Books.
You know, people think of travel as this kind of silly exercise, but the truth is 1 out of every 11 human beings on the planet Earth works in travel. It's a massive industry.
A massive industry that's largely ground to a halt. Business and international travel took the deepest plunge. Spending in both areas was down about 70% last year.
We are a family that used to travel a lot.
Aurea Abraham lives in Brooklyn. She hasn't been able to visit her aging mother in Malaysia since 2019.
Malaysia has closed the borders to any country where the numbers are above 150,000 cases of COVID. And here we are far, far beyond that.
I myself had been grounded since September for similar reasons. I headed out for the first time in 5 months just last week. By the time I'm done, I'll have to take 5 separate COVID tests and quarantine for 10 days in order to complete a 1-week reporting trip in Iraq. As vaccines become more widely distributed, experts expect travel to increase. But it won't be the same. For example, you might have to prove you've been vaccinated before you can get on a plane.
Do you think going forward we're going to be having some sort of vaccine booklet with us saying I'm COVID safe?
I don't think it'll be a booklet. I think it'll be an app. But we will definitely have a vaccine passport.
For travel to return to something like normal, people will need not just to feel safe, but to be safe. It will take everything from installing better air filters on planes to rethinking entire airports.
We are building terraces so that once you get through security, you can actually go back outside for fresh air.
Christina Cassotis is overseeing construction of a brand new terminal at Pittsburgh International.
And we're working on indoor air quality monitoring so that we can monitor in real time the air quality in each space in the terminal and adjust it if needed for crowds, airflow, etc.
It's a glimpse of what's to come. The new terminal won't be open until 2025, but Cassotis thinks air travel will start to rebound in 2021.
We'd love to see 50% of the passengers come back this year. Last year, we saw about 35% of them.
Back in Brooklyn, Aurea has decided to wait and get her vaccine before visiting her mom in Malaysia.
And once that happens, I really do feel that I will be safe to travel.
The Lenardis made a different risk assessment. Last week, Jose's mom flew all the way from Argentina to see her son and her new grandson.